Oh, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow League of Legends, nay, Riot enjoyers, welcome back to another reaction. We are here once again, now that Swarm is out, to react to Aurora's Champion Spotlight. I don't know why this came out 9 hours ago, especially because Aurora's been out for at least a day now. She's been out, I believe, since yesterday. I'm not too sure though, because all I have been playing is Swarm. Now, usually I use these videos as just clickbait for views because it's really easy to make reaction content. Not only do I like doing it, but it's very easy to do. But I also want this video to not only be reacting to Aurora, which rarely it ever is. I usually say a lot of other stuff. But one of the things I'm going to say in this video is just how I'm liking Swarm. That's one of the other reasons I wanted to bring this video up. And obviously, as always, to advertise my stream on Twitch TV/Tecnics channel. But I'm really liking Swarm. I think Swarm is absolutely amazing. I think it's very similar to Vampire Survivors. I'm currently loving it. I might make a video dedicated to actually just more of it if my opinion changes any more often or if I want to milk more views, who knows. But I'm really liking it. It stands alone. I don't want to say it stands alone. It obviously takes a lot of inspiration from Vampire Survivors. Now that I'm really seeing a lot more of its flesh and guts, it really is taking it. It's doing some things differently that I think are good. Sometimes I think are bad. But not many things. I really am liking it. I'm honestly surprised by it. It definitely doesn't have as much as Vampire Survivors, but then you have to question, is the amount of stuff Vampire Survivors all good? And these are all valid questions. But either way, I really like Swarm. I think Swarm is great. I'm loving it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm thankful that it's counting towards the past, but we're not here for that. We're here for the bunny girl. So I haven't really heard much about her. I don't know if she's good or bad. I've seen her once in my games because I have played ranked again. The pass is out. I'm playing. She fed her ass off. I don't think she did too good. I haven't played her yet. I haven't been really pushing to play her either. I don't really care too much because she's not an ADC. And she looks like if she's bad, she's really not going to do much because, again, she's mainly a damage dealer. The pro said this too in the stupid video they made with Meteos on the League channel of how, is Aurora OP, I think. I forgot what his name was, but essentially they said, like, she really doesn't offer anything to the team besides damage. And her ult is, like, maybe the other biggest thing of that. She could kind of trap you in there for a little bit. Maybe, like, what, 3 seconds or something? It's really not much. So if she's behind, she's really useless. Excuse me. So in that sense, she really does have to do a lot. But we're going to see her in the champion spotlight here. This really isn't going to tell us if she's good or bad. We're just going to see it because I really like her. And there's really good pictures of her out there. I just hope she's good. And I hope if I ever get to play her, which eventually I will, I'm going to be excited for her. Let's take a look.
Aurora has always seen the world in her own way, with the spirit and material realms blended together before her eyes.
She's
Originally
so hot,
from a tribe of Astayan carrot farmers in the Freljord, she now wanders far and wide to study and help spirits in need.
This is field research.
So hot.
Altruism and fluffy tail aside, Aurora is also a skilled witch who bamboozles her opponents with powerful spirit magic combos.
She's taking like no damage here. Wow.
I'll review this later.
Oh.
So perk up those ears.
Oh,
It's
look
time
at
for the
her.
Aurora Champion Spotlight.
So hot. She almost has the Virgin Killer sweater, and her thighs.
Let us start with
furry and
Aurora's
they're
passive,
fluffy.
Spirit Abjuration.
Oh.
When she hits an enemy champion with 3 spells or attacks, she deals damage based.
Also, I don't usually like pausing the videos here, but I will say this. One of the other things I'm looking forward to here is to see what jokes Freak makes. Freak has been like I don't want to say in like an odd spot, but he's really been like under fire. I don't know if he's under fire recently, but sometimes he really just gets like hated, and I'm not gonna say if it's warranted or not. I don't really put my opinion in that because I don't fully know the situation. But Freak has been in the center of a couple of controversies. The obvious biggest one is the one he got clowned on by Tyler One. But aside from that, Freak has a lot of takes. The biggest other one is the Maokai situation, which I don't want to fully go into because it's gonna make the video really long. But I'm curious to see what jokes he makes. He always makes jokes. Let's see.
Based on their max health and frees a wayward spirit. The spirit then heals Aurora for a small amount and empowers her with spirit mode for a few seconds.
Spirit mode
grants bonus move speed to keep her going and going and going and going and going. Aurora can shepherd up to 4 spirit buddies at a time. Each one increases her spirit mode buff and refreshes its duration.
Almost
That's
like
what I call
fucking
Team
Lilia,
Spirit.
man. Crazy.
All together now?
Aurora's Q is 2-fold Hex.
I like
she
this
curses
ability.
enemies in a line, damaging and marking their spirits.
And she could take it
Then
back.
she can recast to draw the energy back, damaging enemies it passes through. The recast damage scales based on opponent's missing health, so weave in as much extra damage as possible before recalling your Hex for a dramatic finish to your combo. they'll be wondering what hit them.
Enough of that, thank you.
Look at that. That's
Aurora
a lot
prefers
of
to stay
damage.
one
Holy
jump ahead of
shit.
the enemy, and her W across the veil helps
The
her
way
do
she
just
walks
that.
is so hot.
She hops in a direction and vanishes
My
into
lord.
the spirit realm, becoming invisible for a short time.
That looks so
Between
broken.
worlds.
Upon landing, she also enters spirit mode for a little burst of speed.
Oh.
While W is a strong escape tool, its
You could
cooldown
go over
resets on
fucking
takedown.
walls.
So if you see a
And
chance to
she
pick
has a
somebody
reset, I
off,
didn't even know
it might
that.
be worth taking the leap.
How does anyone fight for this long?
Wow.
It's exhausting.
This insanity.
With E, the weirding, Aurora hops backward to
weirding.
safety while invoking nearby spirits to damage and slow enemies in a line.
So
The weirding
ideally,
can help slow a
you might
target
use
when they're trying to
the
turn tail,
invisibility to go
or
on
it can
them.
create some much-needed distance when an opponent gets too close.
Wow.
She likes her personal
There's
space,
so much
okay?
like
Stay back.
slipperiness.
And now the
Go
final
over walls,
ingredient in
has
this
the
witch's brew,
reset.
between
God.
worlds.
And the
Aurora's
ult is the
ult opens
worst
a
thing.
rift
Look
that
at this
blends the
shit.
spirit and material realms for a few seconds. The pulse damages and slows enemies, and those inside are trapped with Aurora. If they touch the
Wow.
threshold, they're pushed back toward the center and slowed again.
Wow. So it doesn't do damage
Aurora
if you
can't
hit the
leave the
side.
area either, but she enters an empowered spirit mode while inside,
You're
gaining an
stuck
even
with
bigger
them.
move speed buff. And when she touches the threshold, she warps safely to the other side of the zone.
Oh, so you can't activate it. You
Between
just
Worlds
have
is a very
to touch
powerful
it.
tool
Okay.
for containing groups of enemies, especially in areas where you can use terrain to
But
your
if you
advantage.
die, does this go out?
With the
Does
ability
it
to move
stop?
freely and quickly around the area, Aurora can keep the enemy team guessing while her allies follow up for a wombo combo.
Ah.
Be very careful about
Oh
who you trap
my
with.
god, and there
Enemies
it
with blink
was.
abilities can easily slip out of
Oh,
the
so
area,
you could
and
still get
others
out
can
of it.
lock Aurora
Okay.
down or knock her into the threshold on purpose to catch
You
her
could,
out.
you could just
Talk about a
fucking
bad hair day.
pinball her. What the hell?
Altogether, Aurora's kit is designed for her
Oh
to
my
deal
God,
quick
she's
bursts
so
of damage while
hot.
slipping
She's
away
so
from enemies
hot.
like
Look
the
at
clever
her.
cottontail she is.
Ah.
During the laning
Sexy
phase,
rabbit.
focus on clearing waves, using the move speed
Jessica
from spirit
rabbit.
mode to position around your opponent, and looking for opportunistic trades as
Wow.
they come.
Look at that shit.
QEQ is her most reliable damage combo. It can proc her passive
Jesus,
across
look at
multiple
that.
targets, whether it's a whole wave
She
of minions
heals
or
for
a group
her.
of enemies in a team fight.
That cooldown is insane.
Speaking
I
of
mean,
team
that's level
fights, that's where
9, but-
Aurora's spellbook really shines. Use
Oh, she's
across the
going
veil to
in.
get in a position, then unleash a barrage of AoE spirit magic to turn them all into rabbit food.
Move.
Rabbit
I'm
food.
busy.
Or
Wow.
funnel enemies into a tight area before trapping them between worlds for your team to finish the job.
Like, look at this shit.
You'll enjoy being a spirit. It's nice.
Oh.
Aurora's range is on the shorter side, so she may struggle to reach
I was
champs
gonna
who
say,
can
what's
poke
her
from afar.
range? Oh, that's just
She
so...
also doesn't want anyone in her personal bubble. If someone like an assassin or bruiser gets within hair's reach while her escape tools are on
So they
cooldown,
have to
she'll
waste
be in for
something.
lots
Yeah,
of
she's
toil and
literally
trouble.
fucked. She's so feast or famine, it looks like,
The
honestly.
spirit realm.
Oh my god.
Wondering if
she's
Aurora
so
is the bun for
hot.
you? Mage players will
The
probably feel
bun.
comfy and cozy with her spell combos, especially if you enjoy Ari and Nico.
Wow. I really like Nico too.
Likewise, those
despite
with
not playing
Mischievous
her too
Streak,
much.
Timo, Shaco, LeBlanc, you may enjoy Aurora's bag of tricks as well.
Oh.
She's got everything you need to keep your opponents chasing their tails.
Do any of you want to talk about spirits? I'll assume that's a yes.
Ooh.
Looks like that's
Oh,
all, folks.
look at her. She's
Aurora,
wearing
the
the
witch
fucking
between worlds, is
slippers.
ready to rescue spirits across the rift and teach everyone who gets in her way a powerful lesson. So jump into the
God.
action and learn more at the links below.
Oh. One of the best things I love about Aurora is the artwork about her. Her artwork that people have made is so fucking good. Some of them are memey, some of them are just beautiful. The other ones I can't really talk about too much are kind of sexy and hot. But overall, I really like Aurora. Again, sadly, I haven't played her yet because I'm just stuck in Swarm, and I came to make this video to also say I love Swarm so far. It's probably gonna happen the same way with Vampire Survivors, where it probably might get really old really quick, which is why it can't be a permanent mode for sure. But I still think it's really good, and I still think it's amazing that Riot is giving this to us for free, and not how one-to-one with Vampire Survivors is. And if you really look at it, it's obviously a lot of reused assets, but overall it's pretty good. But yeah, no, Aurora, pretty nice. I gotta really play to get a feel for her, and I'm kind of scared to do this, but let's take a look. Let's look on UGG, and let's see Aurora. Let's see where she's ranked. Okay, she's near the bottom and mid. She's near the bottom and top. Jungle, she's the worst, obviously. Bottom, she's the worst, obviously. Support, she's the worst, obviously, because she's not meant to be those. Excuse me. But it looks like she's not landing too well. Now, granted, it's not a situation like Hui or, I forgot who else had a really, really low win rate when they first came out. But actually wasn't that bad. Maybe Briar. I think Briar's another one. But, her win rate's not that low, so people probably will get better over time, but I really do think she's probably a very skill cap champion, because her ult alone, like, There's a lot of counterplay to it, and you can flash out of it. If you couldn't, if it was like AoE Camille ult, that'd be kind of broken. But it's pretty interesting. Either way, I really like Aurora. Hopefully I'll play her soon, and hopefully you can watch me play her at twitch.tv/Tecnics channel. We will probably catch me playing Swarm. Either way, hope everyone enjoyed.